The nesting season is here, and BC Hydro and residents of Lake Country are crossing their fingers we don't get a repeat of last year. Several power outages last spring in Lake Country were caused by ospreys trying to build nests on power poles because Canada geese had taken over their nesting platforms.
The goose is occupying the osprey nest, and there is a fight every year the same time.
It is tricky because there's a bit of a crossover between the nesting seasons for both the geese and the osprey. Typically, geese will start nesting before osprey do. So oftentimes what happens are the osprey start looking for their place to nest, and when they can't use some of the platforms that we have, they look for other alternatives, and sometimes that's on top of our power poles, which led to the fires like we had last year.
BC Hydro did take a number of measures to try to prevent it from happening again. That includes the installation of more nesting platforms this year throughout the Okanagan.
We've also worked with and received permission from conservation offices to try something new this year. It is just an experimental pilot that we're trying, but we're allowed to place a piece of plywood on the platform early on in the spring, which will prevent the geese from nesting on those platforms. Now that we've identified that we're approaching nesting season for the osprey, we'll remove those pieces of plywood so that the osprey have a safe place to go.
Cooper encourages the public to keep an eye on hydro poles in popular nesting areas, and if they see any arcing or smoke, to call 911. From Lake Country, Cindy White, Castanet.